at a slumber party, we will party
So
hard.
let me ask you, you have another show coming up. Talk to me about that. What is that to you?
It's kind of a landmark because Lonnie Valdez, the guy that put me out of wrestling, is making his return, ironically, just a little over a year later, and he's fighting against his trainee, the guy that he brought into the business, Ryan Bam Bam Bane. And I think Lonnie is gonna get his ass whooped for the first time ever because Bam Bam is mad about something.
So you lost to him. So what gives you confidence that Bam Bam's gonna kick his little booty?
I don't care if he beats him 1, 2, 3. I just know that Bam Bam will impose his will on Lonnie. Because Lonnie has a way about himself, and he has a way with words, and he makes people believe everything he says, because I've been one of those people. And he did that with Bam Bam for a while, but it seems like the time off changed his perspective on things, and now Bam Bam is seeing things in a new way.
Okay.
And as soon as Lonnie was going to make his big announcement, Bam Bam crushed him.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the build-up. Like, I almost want to sit front row for that particular match.
Who do you believe is going to win?
I don't know. It depends on what you consider a win. The fact
Who's
that
gonna
he
get the
scored
1, 2, 3?
like the 1, 2, 3, the actual decision in the record books. This guy beat this guy. Lonnie.
But Bam Bam's such an imposing force.
I know. But Lonnie's a son of a bitch. And that wins a lot of matches.
Speaking of the party and maybe oversharing, overposting, what's your feedback from your last video? I heard there was one critic in particular who really let you know what was on his mind. What do you have to say about that?
The critic you're talking about is Hoodlum, and I have a lot of respect for Hoodlum, and I consider him still one of my best friends in the wrestling industry. And when I came back to wrestling, we just had a difference of opinion. And it's made us both vocal and mean and competitive. So we aren't on the same page anymore.
What is your page?
As far as things he said,
No, just general.
my page is I want to make a living in this business.
What's your feedback on some of the criticism that he has shown you?
To be honest, most of his criticism has just come about my show. The fact that I put out my thoughts on camera. And the first one he hated.
Okay.
And personally, I feel like it's because I didn't choose the company that he was working for. And honestly, I don't feel bad about that because the company that he was working for, Revolt, had one show and is done. And I chose something that's a little more concrete, a little more structured, believe it or not. And I'm sorry that I get paid for my company and the one that he was choosing to go with no longer exists.
What about all this heat that I've been seeing online? All these negative comments, these personal, honestly, inappropriate comments that I've seen between both of you.
Both of us.
No one's guilty, but you're both guilty.
But we're all guilty, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of passion amongst Ryan Hood and Josh Powell as far as wrestling goes. We love the business, and we both want to succeed. And right now, we're succeeding in different ways.
And that's okay.
Which is why I don't mind this little battle we have because I think both of us know what's happening. And I think we both respect each other still.
So my question to you is, what about your Trajan TV? How do you feel like the quote-unquote TNA representatives that are watching these feel about it?
I don't know if he was talking about me particularly.
Okay.
He just said indie shows like Trajan TV.
Okay.
So maybe nobody's ever seen one.
Okay.
But I don't regret a single one of them. Because I represented myself as I am. I have no regrets about my Trajan TV. If any of those TNA executives has ever watched one before, that means they're watching me now, and they didn't know my name before. So I have no regrets about any of them, and I will continue to post Trajan TV episodes, including this interview if it goes as well as I hope it's going.
So, what is one thing that you want to share with Ryan? One thing.
We're both on the right path.
Are you proud of how far he's come in the business?
I only hope he continues to succeed.
What do you think that he would say to you right now?
I think he'd give me a big sloppy kiss, pat me on the ass, and say, "Go change the world."
What does the words "go change the world" mean to you? Why is that your slogan?
Make it different than it is right now.
How do you feel like you're going to make the world different? Why is that your slogan?
Because I came from the underground. I came from the unsuccessful part of society that works the day labor job and just sits quiet and doesn't say anything, and I want there to be somebody successful out of it, who's not spectacularly tall, has great genetics, handsome face, perfect genes, and wins the girl. I want to be the outsider that wins the girl and makes the money.
So in parting, our last question for our interview, what is one thing that you want to share to change the world?
Love the people that you're with, love what you're doing, and love life.
Thank you so much for sharing.